do with the Pango. I think Xiao Yu would much prefer having the solo XP anyway during the laning stage as the Pangolier. Get that early level 6 timing as Rupido. Copping an adaptive strike from MKS is going to be just fine. Meanwhile, mid lane, XERXIA is dropping rather low. Cold Snap was there, Spirit Siphon out on a very nice Fisher block. Lucify blocking him in, making sure XERXIA cannot get out. And Tihi, of all people, was the first one to pick up first.
Faster. Now they're starting to rotate down bot with their support duo as well, but let's see if they can find anything off the back foot.
Rapido gonna be targeted. Spike Carapace will lock him down, but a nice Fisher. Lucify putting an end to it all now. MKS gets caught out. EMP will be there. MKS is gone. Wow, what a Fisher from Lucify. Turning it right around us now. The flame break. They're gonna go for a little bit more. JG on the chase. Roger, he's a tanky boy for now. Fisher's not going to come out. In comes Xiao Yu to try and salvage the situation. Rupido, meanwhile, does die to XERXIA, and now JG has been caught. RSG, they will punish heavily. And XERXIA, had they backed after the Morphling kill, that would have been just a fantastic...
They clear out the large camp stacks at the least. The Ancients were mainly cleared out already by Rupido. But again, with that death, he just kind of removed the gold again. Going for moves here onto JG.
Why the hell not? You've got the Rolling Thunder. It will land right onto the Invoker, and they've got a very good angle to just keep him perma-stunned up. Xiao Yu, good presence of mind to move in with the Rolling Thunder as now XERXIA. They did TP in to try and help out, but this is not looking good for them. They are getting swarmed by RSG, but it looks like they are going to be able to force them back. Then Rupido showing up with the lasso available, and Hellken, he shows up, he got the regen rune, he'll go for the chrono, onto the Leshrac. XERXIA, he'll cop a soul rip, but it is not going to help. XERXIA, able to trade very effectively.
Sentry wards there. Xiao Yu also just starting to show off just a little bit on the Pango and looking for this opportunity. Smoke out here from XERXIA though.
Get into the mid-T1. XERXIA, he'll start with the Diabolic Edict. Rupido not going to bother for the lasso yet, but there's the Echo Slam. Lucify! Quick blink up on the Earthshaker. Not something they were expecting. They got the mid-tier 1 tower, but what's it going to cost the side of RSG? Well, Xiao Yu, he'll keep running. He's not down yet. Ken, he'll chase. Chrono's out, but oh, he missed. He misses the Pango. He does find Xiao Bonbon. And they are still going to move into that mid-tier 1 tower. Maybe they can find a decent trade here on the side of XERXIA. But TP's TI 11 spot. RSG also want that same spot, so they're going to move into that mid-tier 2 tower. Ooh. Impale, it's off the mark. There was no Firefly into the Spike Carapace set up this time around. And Xiao Yu, he'll Rolling Thunder TP out of there. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Roger will be chased down and taken out by Tihi, but it is going to cost his own life. Xiao Yu able to find the trade.
Yeah, good TP away. Back into a kill opportunity down bot to trade support for support. It's not the biggest kills in the world to find. Still worthwhile, especially for Xiao Yu, who is trying to go into that blink now.
Oh, this is a big one. Ken. What a setup here. XERXIA and Xiao Bonbon hiding in the tree lines. Sadly for Ken, there was no vision. No observer on the high ground to let him know they were there.
Yeah, the vision coverage here from XERXIA just... It isn't the worst thing, but it's also not preventing RSG from playing around these areas. They're not touching the triangle, they're not touching the top jungle, they're just focusing on this mid lane because they know there's no coverage here.
Xiao Bonbon, you know he wants that Bat Rider. He's going to go for it. Impale is there, follow-up stun is out. Do they have the damage? BKB popped, It's not going to be it. The right click of XERXIA just barely doing enough. In fact, I say barely, but he had a double damage rune active. So he was always fine with that. That'll be your BKB on cooldown now. As mid lane, Rolling Thunder has been popped. Xiao Yu, he'll rush for Tihi. That's your Pos 5 Prophet, and he's not going to survive.
No.
They go again, Ken. He has Chrono up, he has the Maelstrom up. You've got your team behind you. Spike Carapace though, it's gonna land! They have the follow-up, but a nice tornado, and now the Chrono, JG! He saves the day here for Ken. Lucify jumps in, but he jumps into the Chrono. He won't get the Echo Slam off. XERXIA, he is able to walk away.
And that bot jungle area, but The mid lane is still fairly clear, which is where the action was. The forward part of the bot jungle is also still fairly clear. They catch Teehee.
They do. Not going to be enough damage yet. Fisher out. It's caught the Undying. Roger, unable to get the Tombstone off. Meanwhile, Zhao Bon. Spy Carapace is there. He'll go for the old-fashioned run, but Lucifer is going to be there to back him up and try to help out.
Oh.
Echo Slam's going to be completely whiffed. Zhao Bon, he has the Yule Scepter. He just picked it up. They wouldn't have seen it. JG's now down. Lucifer, he will drop as well. Oh, Zhao Pog. Here we go again.
Ken.
Yeah, Ken's caught out to boot. XE he's on a triple. This Nyx assassin, Zhao Bon, he just got...
More known for the techies we saw yesterday. I believe his Phoenix, his Wind Ranger are all really good for him as well, but to have this kind of performance on the Nyx.
Not the Bat Rider again, John. Not the Bat Rider again. Rupido, he just hasn't had a game. He hasn't had a game. Leave him alone. Lucifer, he'll get used up into a double impale from Zhao Bon, but they don't have the follow-up this time. Lucifer, he's going to be okay. But XERXIA, they are starting to slowly fall apart. Teehee going to break the smoke. No Vendetta available. Teehee, he does get spotted. Ken, immediately back. Impels off the mark this time. I don't think Teehee quite makes it, though. He will get pincered in. At the very least, he tanks the gank for Ken. And that's all that's going to matter here for the DP.
Yeah, just keep your bigger cores alive. XERXIA, they're going for their own smoke play here.
They're going to try. Lucifer, though, has been caught already by Zhao Yu. He doesn't have Echo Slam for another 13 seconds. Meanwhile, Ken, he does have Chrono, but do you have the damage within that Chrono? That's the big problem. Lucifer, he's gone. Zhao Yu still chasing, wants the Void, has found Ken with one stun. There won't be any follow-up, but they do move into that tier 2 bottom tower. RSG, looking for objectives. Zhao Bon once again is gonna fight Rupido.
Yeah, I mean,
he really doesn't. He has no chill.
With some coming out here.
Zhao Bon sees the team, breaks the smoke of XERXIA. They are still hanging around. They've got that Chrono. They'll jump in, but there's a Spy Carapace again. Zhao Bon not going to allow it into the Split Earth. Ken! Oh, he's too good. He's too good. This Nyx is too good. There's no other way to put it. Teehee, he's gone. In we go. Lasso, they at least found Zhao Yu. They'll find something for their trouble. It's just not worth it.
No, definitely not. They've got buyback at the least. Chrono's still ready, but they're losing more.
Rupido. Oh, it's another Spy Carapace setting up. Stop it. That's enough. Leave him alone.
Yeah, they have to expend a Fortify. They will have respawns in a bit. And again, there's still this Chrono combination, but without any protection for Ken. Every dive in he has, it just feels like they've got all the control.
Here we go. Chrono's out. Cataclysm in. The damage is there on XE Learn. MKS, he'll still go fight back. Rather waveform out. Roger, he'll be the one to stay behind and tank the gank for the team as XERXIA. They'll chase for more. JG with the Ags turning this one around along with Ken, and that's really the only way they can do it. Zhao Bon finally might tie here on the Nyx. Spy Carapace again, he is making it hard. Impale out, but they've got him eventually. They are not letting the bug go. That's what you needed to see. Chrono, Cataclysm, that's one way to do it.
I didn't. The Enchant Totem combination. I mean, you know, Valve has done everything he could. Ice Frog has done everything he could to remove that Shaker Morphlin combination. If the enemy still has a Shaker, you can kind of get that done. Ken? What?
Oh, no. Oh, Ken's having such a bad time. And now they found Lucifer on the Shaker. That's another one. Ken's down for 35, no buyback. I mean, to be fair, John, he's solo level right now. It doesn't really matter. Respawn time's quite quick. But you have Chrono as well. Ken, he does. He won't commit yet. They want to get through that Aegis first, and they will. Meanwhile, Xiao Yu, he'll go for the roll-up. Rolling Thunder is not available. Now the Chrono, it's committed, but the Cataclysm, it's not going to go into the Morphling. MKS is fine, and now the Echoes.
No.
Oh, it's whiffed. It is avoided by MKS. Oh, it's a disaster for XERXIA.
Ooh.
It's a mess. XERXIA, run, run, run. This is not it. Go back to the fountain. Rupido, he is still trying. Spy Carapace again from Zhao Bon. It might be time to call this one. GG.
Yeah. And that's a really quick game coming out from RSG. Look, for XERXIA, their early game looked pretty decent. They were applying that pressure that they wanted to onto XELearn. I think they identified that RSG tends to rely on that mid heavily, and they made the first 10-15 minutes for XELearn hellish. But in doing so, they enabled MKS to just have a free time, allow him to just farm up, build up on that more.